Yo, what is going on? I'm live. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? You guys are going to see me do some exciting laundry folding. Hello, everyone. How's everybody's Sunday? Good? Hey, thanks, Matt. It's always nice to fold. No, Nick, I did not play any poker today. I'm here with the little one. Just got her to bed. Thanks, Mr. Turcott. We got to do lunch, dude. Just let me know. It's harvest, so I don't know how much free time I'll have, but you know. Zach in Australia. I want to go to Australia. Maybe I should go to Australia. Oh, no, never mind. If it's already Monday in Australia, then I'd be at work right now. I'll stay here in St. Louis. I am not watching any football right now. I've been busy. Like cleaning the house and playing with the 7-year-old. I'm actually not going live with the phone. I'm playing around with the Mac. So you guys are watching me on the Mac that I bought last. Was it last month? I got it this month, so I guess I bought it last month. Yes, Viking. I will be at Ameristar tomorrow and or Tuesday. I'll definitely be there tomorrow, and I'll probably be there Tuesday nights because I know you're in town and I want to meet you. No Destiny at all. I haven't got any Destiny in tonight. I'll probably get some Destiny in later though. Hey, thanks, Roger. Killjoy, I will probably keep the current bankroll challenge going probably through, I guess, October. I don't know. Let's see how September ends up. It's really been tough not playing 2-5. I will say that when the 2-5 game pops up and I have to sit there in the 1-2 1-3 game, that's not the easiest. Tim, no, I haven't talked to Andrew. I don't know anything about a meetup, but if they have a meetup and it is on a weekend that I'm free, it's really not that hard for me to just fly out and fly back in. Like I said, I think I might stay with this same challenge for next month until I get to at least 10K. I think well, let's just say this. As far as you guys know, I think I'm right around 7K, I think. I think the last vlog I released was from last Sunday. I'm thinking right now. So that was a week ago. And I think I've had 3 sessions since then. So I don't want to give any spoilers, but I was at 7K last Sunday. Let's just keep it like that. I'm probably not playing any HBT at all. Hey, thank you, Mr. Mendoza. I really like your comment. Quick tips on low limit cash games is what Zach asked. Quick tips. Until you get really comfortable with what your table's doing and what you personally are comfortable doing, I would say play tight. I would say playing tight is the way to go. Limit your range to like big Broadway cards and pairs and bet. Don't try trapping. It doesn't work. Just bet. The best place to play poker or stay in Vegas. I always stay at Bally's. I like Bally's. It's right on the strip. It's kind of central. It's close to everything. It's not a hoity-toity. They don't charge you an arm and a leg. And the games are decent For the World Series, anyway. Wow, swipers from Australia, too. What's going on in Australia? You guys got to come get me. Nope, not playing tonight. Tonight's laundry and dishes. In fact, I need to spin this around. Let's see if this works. See if I can spin this around so I can get this dishwasher loaded. Benton, ain't nobody asking you about nothing. No, hold on. Like the light's all screwed up if I spin it around that way. I gotta get my lighting action on. Hold on. Destiny 2 is a blast. I just haven't had any time to play it. I've only played at the Jack in Cincinnati twice, because I've really only been back 3 times since they opened it. Sorry, you guys are going to have to forgive me for a second. I need to, I got to do, like, normal stuff. And loading the dishwasher is one of those things. So then I can start it. And that's one less thing I got to do. Okay, 2 questions. What do I do for work? I am a technical architect in the cloud analytics space at Monsanto here in St. Louis. And don't start with the anti-Monsanto stuff. We all know. We all know people hate Monsanto. And what was the other question? What do I do for work? And hold on, there was another one. How old are you? Oh, I am 44. I am 44 years old. Shit, I'm old. I'll be 45 in November. So me and, if you watch The Trooper, we're about the same age. All right, hold on, let me scroll up. Do I work out? Yes, Benton, I work out. Hold on, can I make this bigger? Hold on, technical difficulties. I'm going to try to do something that might screw everything up. Favorite poker book? I haven't read a poker strategy book in a long, long time, but my favorite poker book of all time is easily The Mental Game of Poker by Jared Tindler, Volume 1. Volume 2 is good, but it's not nearly as good as Volume 1. Mental Game of Poker by Jared Tindler completely changed the way I think about poker. 100%. All right, now that's loaded. Do I play online poker? No, because it is illegal here in the States, and although you can play it in places, it's, I think I'm over that stage in my life where I want to just sit in front of a computer and play. You ever make any trips down to Tunica? I haven't been to Tunica in probably 4 years, but I used to go to Tunica. When did I start playing poker? I started playing in a home game, kind of recreationally, probably 2004, 2005. And then I started kind of getting serious about it 2008, 2007, 2008. And I went to the first World Series of poker I went to in Vegas was summer of 2009. Bieber. Okay, let's talk about Bieber. Somebody asked me about Bieber. Here we go. Let's have the Bieber discussion. Here's the thing with Bieber. Hold on. So I get that a lot. What's going on with you and Bieber? Are you gay? Do you blah, 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 Bieber? First of all, no, I'm not gay. Not that it matters, but I'm not. Here's my thing with Bieber. It's not his music. Although some of his music is good. It's actually, some of his music's not bad. But I had never heard of Justin Bieber. I had never heard of the kid. He was already a superstar. Um, Baby, which was, I guess, his big hit at the time, had already come out. And I still didn't care. He was some teeny bopper, whatever, right? No, I don't wish I was gay. So somehow I stumbled upon a documentary on him. I don't even remember what it was called. And I became enthralled by his little documentary. And then I stumbled upon a movie that came out, a movie that came out called Never Say Never. And in that movie, they show a young Bieber, you know, with his little guitar on the streets of Canada playing, and he's crazy talented, like as far as guitar and drums and singing. But he had an attitude like, F you, I'm going to do it my way. I'm not going to go to Disney. I'm not going to do it the way Aguilera and Spears and Timberlake did it with the machine that just churns out stars. I'm going to do it my way. And I'm just going to start putting videos on YouTube, and maybe somebody will discover me. And that's exactly what happened. Scooter Braun discovered him, took him to Usher, and then he made Baby, and then it blew up. And then since then, his attitude has still been, I'm going to be me. I'm going to pull myself up from my own bootstraps, and I'm going to do it my way. And that's the part of Bieber that I like. That's where my man crush for Bieber comes from. It's not that I listen to his music 24/7. It's his attitude. Who besides yourself and Troop is your favorite live poker player? Well, Trooper isn't my favorite live poker player. My favorite live poker player that you've heard of or that you haven't. My favorite live poker player that you probably have never heard of is my buddy Rain Delay, who was on some of the earlier vlogs. My favorite live poker player that you've heard of is probably Esfandiari, just because he seems like he keeps the table fun, and I like to keep a table fun, and he's not like overly serious. And he's smart. Do you think you're a good player? Yes, I think I'm a good player. Are you an anime fan? Not really. I'm not anti-anime. I just, I don't have much time to watch TV and stuff. What do you find helps you out with the swings? This is going to be a shitty answer, and I know that, but nothing beats poker tilt better than being overrolled for a game. If you are overrolled for the game you're playing in, you don't really deal with the swings as much. But in the beginning, when I wasn't overrolled for the game, for me, I would take breaks. Big C's, we're going to see about that. We're going to see who wrecks who in the Crucible, son. Wait till I get back on. You sent me a friend request, right? I need to get back on. The name Rain Delay. Oh boy. Okay. So, Rain Delay, otherwise known as Dan, is a good player. But one of the best players I know, if not the best, right? But back in the day, 5-6 years ago, every decision he made on every street was extremely slow. We're talking 30-45 seconds per decision. So somebody at a table somewhere here in St. Louis called him the human Rain Delay, or a poker Rain Delay or something, and Rain Delay just stuck. And since then, he's been called Rain Delay because he is slow. Am I playing the main? No. My thoughts on playing in the WSOP are big tournaments. I wouldn't say I'm a tournament player. I really don't get the draw and why people are so enthralled with tournaments. If you're a winning cash player, I just don't see the tournament, I don't get it. Because it's proven you'll make more money for most people, you'll make more money in cash than you will trying to bink a tournament. Now, if you bink a big tournament, you're set, right? But binking a big tournament is hard. So even though I've been to the World Series of Poker for the last 7-8 years, I've yet to play a World Series of Poker tournament. I just play cash. I am on Twitter. I have a Facebook account. I have deactivated it because Facebook is crazy and negative and it brings me down. So what I think I might do is set up like a Facebook public account and do it that way. But like my Facebook personal account, I've deactivated for right now. Do you think you could hit 100K in a year on your normal current grind? In St. Louis, no. Ooh, no. Not and have a job. I can't be working 40 to 50 hours a week and still hit 100 grand playing poker. No, that'd be tough. Yes, I do play poker in Kansas City occasionally at Hollywood. Occasionally. And when I say occasionally, I means once, twice, less than 5 times a year. Am I only taking poker questions? No. Ask me anything you want. What NFL team do you support? That's a good question. I don't really have a team right now. I mean, when I moved to St. Louis in 2001, it was all Rams, right? I mean, greatest show on turf. Like, it was hard not to be a Rams fan. Now the Rams are gone, so I don't know. Give me a team and I'll support them. I did like the Seahawks for a while. After watching their little, year with behind the scenes Seahawks type thing. Most degenerate gambling story. Do I have any good degenerate gambling stories? I don't know if I'm a big enough degen to have a gambling story. Let me think about that one. Oh, I just got it. I do have a degenerate gambling story. It actually happened right here in this kitchen. I'll keep it quick. So the degenerate gambling story is, I was here in the kitchen, and I don't remember the circumstances, but I remember Rain Delay was here, and he asked me about shaving my head. When I shaved my head, how long I've shaved my head, blah, 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 what it's like, how did you know what your head would look like, and all this stuff. And I told him I didn't. I said it was a risk. You just got to shave it and see what happens. And then I offered him this. I said, if you let me shave your head right now, after I shave your head, we'll go to the tattoo party or we'll go to the tattoo parlor and I will get Daniel, because that's his name, Dan. I will get Daniel tattooed tramp stamp style right on my ass neck. And I gave him like 10 seconds to decide. And he folded. That's probably the biggest degen thing I've ever did, was that gamble. And I was sweating bullets. Let's see. Do I wax that chrome dome? No, I do not. And in fact, I need to shave it tonight. Hold on, I'll be right back. Whereabouts do you live? I've heard you say Kansas City, St. Louis, Hollywood. As far as I know, they are far away from each other. I live in St. Peters, Missouri, which is about 35 minutes west of St. Louis. I'm in a St. Louis suburb. Kansas City's probably about another 3 hours west of me. And there's a Hollywood casino in both St. Louis and Kansas City. The poker book I was talking about was called The Mental Game of Poker by Jared Tindler. I think you can get it free now. I mean, it's a few years old. I think you can get it free on like audio something. Would you be a big fan of Bieber if he shaved his head? Yes. Thoughts on low stake limit hold'em? I don't have any familiarity with it. I know that 3-6 limit hold'em in most casinos is unbeatable. Like, it's been proven to be an unwinnable game. But I don't play it. How did you get into YouTube vlogging? That's an easy one. So I was playing at Hollywood in, I don't know, when was this? April? May of this year? I was playing at Hollywood, and one of the dealers told me that the Trooper was in the room. And I go, who? And she goes, the Trooper. The Trooper's in the room. He's over at that table. And I go, who the hell is a Trooper? What are you talking about? What Trooper? And I was thinking like some cop was like undercover or something. Like, I looked over at the table. I didn't see any troopers. I didn't see anything. And she goes, the Trooper. Like, don't you watch the Trooper's vlog? And I go, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I looked it up, and I had never seen a poker vlog. This was like 5-6 months ago. I didn't even know this whole thing was going on. So I'm watching his vlogs, and I'm just like marathoning his vlogs at a table probably about 15, 20 feet from him. And like, I just fell in love with the whole storytelling style and what he was doing and blah, blah, blah. And I walk over to him and I say, hey, I'm a fan. I've been over here watching your vlogs. I really enjoy what you're doing. And that meeting him kind of inspired me to try it. And so I tried it for a little while in St. Louis. And then I went to Vegas. And then I made those public. And those are the ones you guys are seeing. So that's it. It's Trooper. Trooper got me on. The biggest difference between a degenerate poker player and a winning player. Do you find it easy to fold hands like 9-10 suited under the gun when you're very deep stacked? I find it easy to fold a hand like 9-10 suited under the gun from just life lessons in paying the tuition of trying to play that hand in a 1-2 game and losing over and over and over and over. What was the difference between a big degenerate and a winning player? I think a degenerate is more gambly. Like, they like gambling. They like the rush. They like the feel of that blood pumping gambling feel. I don't really have that blood rushing gambling feel. Like, I'm a feel player, but I know the math. Like, my degree is heavily math based. I work in a lot of math. Like, so I study the math. I know the math. Would a 19-year-old with a fake ID be able to get into Hollywood? Asking for a friend. Maybe. If the fake ID is good enough. I don't want to know about it. That's all I know. How's your income stream from YouTube? Are you putting that in savings or poker? I would probably be savings. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to retire off of... You're not going to retire off what you make from YouTube. At least I ain't. How long have I been playing poker? Seriously, I've been playing poker probably 8-9 years. Recreationally, I've been playing poker maybe 12. Do I play online? No. Is there a big difference to you between the 1-2 game and the 2-5 game in St. Louis? No. The only difference is there a big difference? No. But there is a difference. In 2-5, you have to be willing to play a wider range. You have to be able to pick out bluffs and act on them. Not just think somebody's bluffing and then fold or call anyway, but you have to be willing to commit to what you think is right, if that makes any sense. If you are squeaking by in 1-2, you'll probably be a slight loser in 2-5 just because your leaks will be exposed. Like, if you're one of those players in 1-2 that always just kind of completes from the small blind with any 2 cards or any 2 suited cards, you'll be a big loser in 2-5 just off that alone. How much would you pay to meet Bieber and interview him? Ooh. I don't know. Probably tens of dollars. So somewhere between 0 and 99. Like, would I pay to meet him? Not a lot. Do you have kids? Yes, I have one daughter. She's actually in bed, and she should be. Hold on one second. Hold on. I gotta go. She needs to be in bed. Hold on one second. Hold those questions. I'll be right back. All right. I'll see you in the morning. Let's see. Poker player and loving father. I'd reverse the order, but yes. Do I play poker with her? No. No. I love Destiny 2. I haven't had much time to play it. Like, not as much as I wanted to after that first week. I am using... I forget what mod this is. I've had it for a while. I need a new mod. But the tank is the Crown 3. That I know. That I love. I just got it. Crown 3. Hey, thanks, Joe Barker. Thanks a lot for watching, man. Mark Hallam, you have those reversed. Hollywood is 1-2. Ameristar is 1-3. Does the larger blind come into play? Yes, it only comes into play because at Ameristar, your stack is shallower because you only have 100 big blinds. It's a $300 buy-in at both. So at Ameristar, you have 100 big blinds, and at Hollywood, you had 150. Yes, JJ? Oh, okay. Hold on. Right back. Echo? Turn on Kids Bop Kids. Echo, set alarm for 6:30 a.m. All right, night-night. Standard open size in a 1-2 game is anywhere between $10 and $18. Yeah, you tell him, Brandon. Brandon, it's just nicotine. No wacky tobacco, no wacky anything. Hey, Larry, what's up with you? Worst rec player at Hollywood. I'm not naming names. Vince, I'm sending my runga to you, sir. Good luck. Yeah, Matt. The opening range at 1-2 in most places. This just isn't a St. Louis thing. Is probably 5 to 9, if not 10x. That's not uncommon. Like online, it was 2 to 3x. Do I ever get tempted to play 5-10? I wouldn't get tempted to play 5-10. I mean, I just play 5-10 if the game was good. 10-25 doesn't really go here, so that's not that's not in question. But I actually have a vlog in which I played 5-10 in the vlog. It was one of the vlogs that I did before I went to Vegas, so it's not published. Like, you guys haven't seen it. I think there's maybe 10 vlogs that I did, almost like pilot warm-up vlogs that I like just sent to friends and family, like, hey, check this out, what do you guys think, blah, blah, blah. And in one of those vlogs, I was playing 5-10. So I'll play 5-10 if the game's good. How often do you collab with YouTubers? I might talk to Trooper once every 2 weeks, just on Messenger. Like, we'll go back and forth. Nimi, me and him have gone back and forth in messages. But even I haven't sent him a message. I haven't heard from him in maybe a month or so. Would I ever start coaching? I've coached before. And I'd have no problem with coaching, no. Can I list some common live tells? Yeah, but most of those you can just Google live tells, and I mean, the bouncing knee, licking lips, hard swallows, looking away from their chips, looking at their chip stack. Like, they all mean different things to different people. Like, for instance, my handshake, and I know my handshake because I'm old as hell, so my hands will shake more if I'm hungry. So even now, just sitting here in my kitchen, I'm as comfortable as I could be, my hands are going to be shaking a little bit. So if you are someone that takes that as me having a big hand, then I'll use that to my advantage. George, you know what? I was at the table with Tanoy and didn't even realize it until I got up to cash out. Like, that's how much I was just like, I was doing other things. I don't know what I was doing. Like, I wasn't really focusing on the game. And he came up to me after the table, or as I was cashing out, and he introduced himself. And I'm like, oh shit, like, I didn't even realize you were sitting there. Like, I knew someone I recognized was sitting there, but I just thought it was just, someone that I knew and then forgot his name. But no, he was a nice guy. Great guy. Mark, yes, I've seen a huge jump in performance between this Mac and the Mac I had before. Like, night and day. Night and day. Hey, Blackmaster Joe, thank you. Thank you a lot, man. I'm glad you guys are liking these. Like, they're a blast to make. In fact, I'm interrupting the production of the next one, which I was going to have out tonight. I was going to release 2 today. I'm taking a break from that just to do this. Thanks, James. James is one of these guys that's been around forever, man. I like all your comments, dude. Not from like day 1. You've been there from like day 10. Who was I just talking about at the poker table? Pinoy. Pinoy Image. He's another vlogger here. I'll type in his name. He's a poker vlogger trucker, and he happened to be in St. Louis. Most profitable session ever. As far as hourly goes, my most profitable session ever was probably the one you guys saw when I hit the Royal Flush, because I was only there like an hour and was up like $3,800. So as far as hourly, that's like far and away the best. Are there coaching classes in St. Louis? Have you ever been to one? If there are, I've never been to one. Is poker and YouTube enough income from you and your family? For my lifestyle, no. I'm very gadget heavy. I like my gadgets, and I spend a lot of money on crap. So, I mean, I need my Keurigs. I need to have a house that has 4 different Echoes in it. I need TVs. I need MacBooks. I need Note 8s. I need no, just YouTube and poker. It wouldn't be enough for me. I could downgrade. But then what did I go to college for? I have a degree in computer science. Are you planning on making live stream a regular thing? I don't know. Should I make live stream a regular thing? I guess we'll have to see how this goes. I mean, how often would you guys just want to sit and look at my mug? We'd have to go to like exotic locations. Advice for someone wanting to go semi-pro. Advice. Keep your job. Having a job and playing poker on the side, even as a serious recreational or a semi-pro player, is the best of both worlds. Because you don't necessarily have to deal with all the anxiety of, I need to make this flush to pay the rent, because you have a job, and you can still play poker. Like, that's the best. Like, what I'm doing, in my opinion, is the best way to do it. Just when I see what some of my professional poker player friends go through as far as anxiety and having to play when they don't want to play and having to find good games and having to move to Vegas and then drive to California and do it's nothing I want to do. Hold on one second. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm live streaming right now. Can I call you back? All right. I'll call you back. All right, later. How do I film at the table? I use my phone. That's all I'll say about that. I use my phone. I turn on my phone for a second. Not a second. I turned it on for a minute or 2, 3, 5, and then I turn it off. Does my daughter know how to play poker yet? She knows that when they put 3 cards out on TV, it's called the flop. That's all she knows. Aaron and Zara. Is it Zara or Zara? What's up, Aaron? Zara? Go clean your room. Am I a good PLO player? No, I'm probably a horrible PLO player. I dabbled in PLO for a second, and it's just not my thing. Like, I like a game where I can have my foot on somebody's throat. I like having my foot on somebody's throat. In PLO, they wiggle around too much. But I considered like putting PLO in my repertoire, but in order to do that, I'd have to pay the tuition to learn a new game, and I'm not in the mood right now to pay the tuition to learn a new game. Do I like it in St. Louis or do I like it better? No, I like it in St. Louis. And I can't give my accurate thoughts on Vegas because I've really only been to the Strip and the Red Rock. I mean, Vegas is a complete city, and I've been to a very small portion of it. Mark, this is a spoiler alert, but I will tell you guys this. So I hit a royal flush 2 weeks ago. I hit a straight flush 2 days ago. I'll say that. That's how good I'm running. I hit a royal flush at the beginning of September, and I hit a 2-card straight flush 2 or 3 days ago at Hollywood. Any merch t-shirts coming? Nothing right now. A couple people have mentioned that I should start a t-shirt line or something, but yeah, I haven't like what would they say? Hold on one second. This is my mom. I got it. It's my mom. Hold on. Mom.
I'm watching your live stream. How come you haven't said hello to your mother?
Well, you're on it now. You're on speakerphone.
Oh, okay. I just want you to say hello to your mother.
Hi, Mom.
Bye, baby.
Oh, Lord. My mom. My mom's the best. Biggest difference between Vegas and St. Louis games. St. Louis games are very tight. Everyone's so tight, and everyone's very trappy. They'll flop top pair and check constantly. Didn't see that much in Vegas. If any of you guys are graphical artists, t-shirt designers, contact me. Find my email on one of my videos and send me an email, and we'll figure something out. Quick tips on being a successful poker player like you: study. There was some equation I used to use back in the day. It was for every 10 hours I played, I would study for 20 or something like that. I don't remember it, but studying more than you play is very underrated. Most people don't. Most people just go play, and then they come home and they sleep, and then they go play, and they come home and they sleep, and their game looks exactly... Their game in 2017 looks exactly like it did in 2012. You have to study. The poker landscape changes so quickly that the things that you were doing 3 years ago that were working don't work anymore. Biggest pet peeve on the table. Besides fidget spinners? Fidget spinners is super high. People playing Sudoku or reading the newspaper and they don't know when it's their turn to act. That thing. Favorite poker book, Mental Game of Poker by Jared Tendler. I like the all kinds of flops. I do like that. The only problem is it's too Hodge 20. I get the all kinds thing from Hodge Twins. That's too Hodge 20. I need a good player for Nightfall. Help me out. I will add you. Next time I'm on, I will add you because I haven't done Nightfall this week. I haven't even done the raid. How about that? I have not done the raid. And I have the... do you know I have the Destiny's Collector's Edition? I spent $300 on Destiny. And I haven't done the raid yet. Hi, Misty. How are you? Which is easier to play, Vegas or Hollywood? Vegas. Vegas during the World Series is free money. If you haven't watched my vlogs when I was at Bally's, I would literally play all day, and in the back of my mind, I knew that I could go to Bally's and it's just going to be free money. Unless I got unlucky. Which casino do you think is the best? Lumiere, Hollywood, or Maristar? I'm more at home at Hollywood. So I have home court advantage at Hollywood, and I'm kind of at home at Ameristar. I still have home court advantage down there. Lumiere for me is further. And I've only been there maybe 20 times total. So it feels like I'm playing an away game. And the players down at Lumiere play the players down at Lumiere play poker more similar to how people play poker outside of St. Louis. So Lumiere plays poker more Vegas. It's way more gambly. The game, to me, is the best at Lumiere. But I don't feel like driving down the 45 minutes to get there. Hey, what's up, Mr. Clark? How are you, sir? My next trip to Vegas is who knows when. I don't know. Soon? Later? I don't know. I'll surprise you guys. In one of my vlogs, I'll just wind up in Vegas. Isn't it better to not play with regs all of the time? Yes. It's better to be just some guy that they don't know. I used to be, in my first couple Vegas trips, I was suit guy. I would pack suits and play. I'd always play in a suit because suit guy was always the fish. So I wanted to look like the fish, so I'd play in a suit. What's up, David? How's it going, man? Superstitions. Yes, I always lock my car 3 times when I leave the parking garage. I normally edit that out so you don't see it, but I get out of my car, I get all my stuff together, I get my hoodie on, I'm walking into the casino, and I always click the, the doohickey 3 times. Fan meetup home game. If you guys want to come to St. Louis, I'm down. My favorite pocket pair is jacks. I mean, monetarily, obviously, it's aces, kings, or queens. But my favorite pocket pair, my favorite hand is jacks. And I know everybody hates jacks. I like jacks. Key fob. That's what I'm talking about. The key fob. I click it, and when it goes, when I get 3 of them, I'm done. If I accidentally get 4, I'm screwed. Like, I got to start all over. That's a true story. Superstitions you use against other players. No. But at Hollywood now, even at Ameristar, like, since a lot of us have played together and against each other for years, we have history. So there's certain players I can raise certain amounts, and I know that they're thinking something because I raised that amount. That I'll do. OCD? Maybe. Worst starting hand that you bluffed and won with? Probably deuce 7. I'm sure I've won something with deuce 7. Hey, thanks, Barry. We got Australia. We got England. I gotta get out of St. Louis for a little bit. You know? Love the 3-5 of clubs. In position in a raised pot, especially if I did the raising. Love it. I have a backpack, and it has all my stuff in it, but the problem is that I'm constantly pulling the stuff out. Here, look, I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean. All right. So this is the bag that I have. It is my Bieber bag, right? And it has all of Bieber's little songs on it. And this is the bag I always take to the poker room. Inside this bag is stuff I'm just constantly in it. So I have 2 pairs of Beats. I have gum. I'll have my camera. I have my vape. I have tripods. I have stuff. Like, so I'm just constantly in and out of the bag, so I can't have it like pre-packed. Am I coming to Melbourne for Aussie Millions in January? No. What was a dig on Trooper? I didn't see it. I missed it. I missed the Trooper dig. Don't dig on Trooper. Trooper's cool. Bieber is a singer created by God. And he's Canadian, so he's better than us. Ugh, that's nasty. Do you trust the online deal? I trust very few things online. I like the deals I have at Amazon. Yeah, I have another good friend of mine moved to LA not too long ago, and he's been saying, come to LA. Jamin, come to LA, come to LA. And I've never been to LA. I've been to San Francisco. Maybe I need to go to LA for a little bit. How bad of a run would you have to get on before you would get rid of the Bieber bag? Not that bad, because I have other Bieber bags. Like, that's not my only Bieber bag. So I just swap it out for another one. Maybe if I lost 2 sessions in a row, I might switch bags. Favorite restaurant in St. Louis? White Castle's. White Castle's best restaurant. I think I've said this. It's the best restaurant. Dollar for dollar, it's the best restaurant in the entire world. But like real restaurant, not fast food, probably Charlie Gito's. I like Charlie Gito's, but I don't go out to eat a lot. I cook. Like, I used to cook a lot. Especially since I got this. Hold on, you guys haven't seen this one. You turn this around. Huh? How about that? That's an apron. That's how you know you're really a cook. That's how you know you're really a cook. And for the people that are like, oh, he's just putting this Bieber thing on. He's not a Bieber fan. Like, nobody's here when I'm wearing that. It's just me. I put that on. Where's my hats? Oh, they're in the other room. Like, I wear a chef's hat. Like, I got the whole thing going. I'm in here having a ball. All right, I need to wrap this thing up because I need to finish the edit that I'm working on. I need to finish the edit that I'm working on and get that out. I don't know if I'll get it out tonight. Maybe I'll put it out in the morning. I don't know. Very rarely do I play tournaments anymore. When I first started playing, I played all tournaments. You'll have to wait and see, Ryan. I can't tell you that. Thank you, Veronica. And thank you for all you guys that joined to my first official live stream. Like, I've had some other ones, but they were like 2 minutes while I was just like playing around with the settings. So maybe I'll set this up for like, maybe we can do this like once a month. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Man, I've been on for like 50 minutes. But again, thanks all you guys for does Hollywood have a series? No, they used to when they were Harrah's. They had a series, but I don't think does Hollywood have a tournament series? Don't quote me on that, but I want to say no. I want to say no. But all right, I'm out. But look for my next vlog coming up within the next 12 hours. Like, I'm going to try to knock it out within the next 2. But thanks all you guys for watching. And the next time I think I do there's like a schedule live stream button here. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just schedule it. So then we can all get like popcorn and stuff. Do I have a Singapore noodles recipe? No, I wish I did. I wish I did. That's what I need. That's actually a good point. Alexa, add Singapore noodles recipe to my to-do list.
Singapore noodles recipe added to your to-do list.
That's a good idea. Singapore noodles. It's good chatting with you guys, too. Kazi, why can't I go? Okay, we're going to pause. What are your questions? Give me your questions, and then I'm answering your questions, and we're out. Lots of questions. I don't have time for lots of questions. Hollywood does have daily tournaments. How do I balance family life and poker? I don't balance it. I don't sleep. I sleep very little. I sleep very, very little. Like 3 to 4 hours a night, maybe. But I take naps, so that counts, right? Mass flow rate, that's funny. I forget that people have this thing, and it has that name, and then I'm making my little vlog, and I'm talking to it, and people's lights are going out, and TVs are coming on, and I'm completely, Dan, yes, email me. Email me, because as far when it comes to graphic design, I know nothing. I study using Crush Live Poker. I listen to Crush Live Poker podcasts, and I watch the videos, and I have for years. And there is a link, not to get onto promotional pushing stuff at you guys, but I'm just telling you, I have a link in most of my video descriptions that if you go to that link and sign up for Crush Live Poker, I've talked Bart into giving everybody like 7 days free and then 30 days free. So you get like 37 free days of Crush Live Poker. In between Crush Live Poker and the mental game of poker by Jared Tindler, changed everything. I'm probably considered tight aggressive. The new laptop is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm more focusing now on like getting my colors right, if that makes any sense. Like I noticed a lot of my colors were off. Alexa, what's the square root of 1,653,998?
The square root of 1.65 million is 1,286.0785,357.
1,200 something. There you go, poker. So, the Crush Live Poker link, find it in my one of my video descriptions, and that's essentially how I study. Just listening and watching over and over and over and over, and it's well worth the $15 a month that it'll cost you after the first 2 months free. Okay, I'm out. I gotta go. I still got I haven't even. The plan was to start the live stream and then put up the laundry. I've been sitting here like I ain't got nothing to do. I just got laundry like that needs to be folded and put up and socks and stuff. So we're gonna do that. But I will talk to you guys soon. And thanks again for watching the vlog. I can't believe I have 5,000 subscribers. That's insane. That's insanity. So, but we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep pushing out new ones. And I will catch you next time. Which will probably be, I'll probably release something later tonight. Who knows? All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.